Hey guys, welcome back to a new video on PS4 Linux.com. Those of you who are following me on social media would have come across a short video that I uploaded yesterday showing Elden Ring running on PS4 Linux. The distro yesterday was Fedora 35, right now we have Pop OS. So in this video, I'm going to show you a gameplay of the same game, that is Elden Ring on Pop OS. And after that, I'm going to show you how you could run Elden Ring with the detailed instructions and stuff, whatever you have to follow to get the game running on PS4 Linux. Alright. So before that, Elden Ring has been a very much requested game. I've been receiving comments from many people asking the status of Elden Ring on PS4 Linux. Could they run it? At what FPS it was running? All of those questions will be answered in this video, so keep watching. First of all, we'll begin with the gameplay video showing you how well it runs on the PS4 Linux. In this case, Pop OS. If you want to run Pop OS on your PS4, I would suggest you check out the video in the description with detailed instructions to install it on your PS4. Now let's get started with the gameplay, okay?
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen. The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across
I hope you liked the gameplay portion. Now we're gonna see how you could get Elden Ring running on your PS4 Linux. So first of all, we're gonna begin with the requirements. The first requirement is a small piece of software called GE Proton, that is Glorious Eggroll Proton. And right now the latest version of it is 7.14, and here we have the file that we need. All you have to do is go to this page, which is linked in the description, and then click on tar.gz, which will download the file for you. Okay. Now here is my download folder. As you can see, I have downloaded it. All you have to do on Popo is just right click on it and click extract here, which will extract this folder for you. Okay. Now the first requirement is GE Proton. Coming to the second requirement is pretty obvious. You need the game Elden Ring installed anywhere on your USB drive. I have it installed on the root of my Linux drive, as you can see right here, Elden Ring. And the third thing that you're going to require is a swap space. The swap space makes sure that your game or whatever application you're running doesn't crash, like immediately when you run out of RAM. And this is a RAM demanding game. So I suggest you have some swap space on your Linux setup. Okay. I'm going to walk you through the steps to set up swap space on your PS4 Linux. So don't worry about that. And the final requirement is that you use the 3 GB VRAM payload. Okay. In this tutorial, I'm going to be using the latest payloads by PS Zeta team. I've already posted an article regarding that. Though it does not give you a lot of improvement in gaming per se, I'm going to test it this time. I'm going to test it better because from what I've read online, it seems to work its magic only on certain models of the PS4, and the PS4 Slim that I have doesn't seem to be on the list. Okay, with that aside, make sure that you have the 3GB VRAM payload, but you could also try the 2GB VRAM payload, and if it works fine for you, just leave it there. Okay, so let us begin with the tutorial. The first step in the process is setting up swap. Okay, and to set up the swap space, I'm going to open a terminal right here, and then I'm going to type cd space slash. This will change the directory into the root folder where we will have our swap file, and the first command to type is sudo space touch space slash swap, enter. You'll have to provide your password for the first command. And also remember that I do have a detailed article on setting up a swap space. If you are comfortable with the textual article, you could also check that in the description. Moving on, the next command to type is sudo allocate space -l and then space 4GB. I'm going to type 4GB because I'm planning to set up a 4GB swap space. But if you're planning on setting up, say, an 8GB or 2GB swap space, you can do that by changing the value here, like 8 or 2. In this case, I'm going to set up a 4GB swap space. After that, I'm going to press on space and then slash swap, enter. The next command is sudo chmod space 600 space slash swap, enter. And the next command is sudo space mkswap space slash swap. Okay, so the swap space has been created. Now we're gonna switch on the swap. Before that, let us check the system monitor to see it being activated in real time. Okay, so here we have the system monitor, and if you go to resources, you will see that swap space is not available right now. So the next step, I'm going to go back to the terminal and type sudo space swap on space slash swap. Now, as soon as I press enter, just observe this area. Okay, as you can see, the swap has been created. It says 4GB. So we have successfully created a swap. Now this swap is not going to stick. Okay, each time you restart, you'll have to type sudo swap on slash swap to get the swap space to load here. But if you want to make this permanent, there's an article regarding that. I've linked to it in the description. Please go check that out. Okay, for now we are set with the swap space. Now we are ready to run the game. Okay, the first thing we'll have to do is go into the game folder, which is Elden Ring. So here we have Elden Ring, and then go into the game folder and make sure that you are within this game folder before running this terminal, because this is an important step. Your game might crash or it might not start at all if you don't start the terminal within this window. So within this folder, I'm going to right click on empty space and click on open in terminal. I'm going to minimize this. So we are within the terminal, and now we are ready to run the game. And this is the command that I use to run the game. I do have Mango HUD installed on my system. If you want to know how you could install Mango HUD, which is an overlay that shows you FPS and other details while running the game, if you want to know how you could install that, you could always check my article, which I've linked to in the description. Okay, so the command that we are going to run is mango HUD space in capitals radv underscore debug is equal to llbm and then space and then vkd3d, all of them in capitals, underscore feature underscore level is equal to 12 underscore 0 and then space wine e sync. Make sure that you're typing this properly. Then is equal to 1, then space. Now we're going to need the path to the wine file from GE Proton. To do that, I'm going to go back to the downloads folder, and here we have GE Proton. I'm going to open it, go into files, go into bin, and then copy the path to this wine. So I'm going to right click on the wine file in case of Pop OS and copy it. Let's close it and then go here, paste it. So we have the wine file here. Okay, and after that space and then Elden Ring.exe and then a space hyphen D3D12. Okay, now we're going to run the game by pressing on enter. As you can see, I've started the game in low resolution. The resolution right now is 1024 into 768 and it is running in the windowed mode. We're gonna check the game out first like this, and then we're gonna slowly increase the resolution and go full screen from there. Okay, I'm gonna show you each of these steps in this video, but as for the gameplay, you'll have to go to the starting of the video where I've shown it in different modes. First of all, in order to start it, we're gonna go to the system settings and make sure that we are using low settings for now. So I have the quality settings at custom, and I have gone into advanced settings and made sure that everything here is low except for anti-aliasing quality. We're gonna set that to low too, and then right click anywhere in an empty space and click back. And as you can see, I'm running on windowed mode 1024 into 526 as for now, and then I'm gonna go back. Let's start a new game. Okay, now you can skip through the intro by holding on to the escape button, as I have done. Now we are within the game, and as you can see, I'm able to get 16 to 19, almost a max of 20 FPS right now with the low settings and at 1024 into 576. Now let's try to open this door. I've heard that this game has a few portions where it just freezes and glitches a lot. So here we are. So right now it's not bad. It's not great though, but it's not bad. Now let us slightly increase the resolution, that is to 720p, and see how it works on full screen. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the system settings right here, and then change the screen mode to full screen. Yes, I would like to keep it, and then change this to 1280 into 720. Okay, yes, and then we're gonna go back to the menu and load the same section of the game again to see how well this performs this time around. Okay, we are within the game now. Let's see how the FPS has been affected. Well, it's not hitting 20 like we had earlier, but okay, yeah, we do have 20 at times. I see that the FPS has not been affected a lot, and the game is still almost not great, but it is playable. Let's go through the same sections again. And as for the longer gameplay, please do check out the starting of the video, and you can use the timestamps in the description to go to the relevant section of the video. Okay, finally, just for the sake of it, let's try running the game with AMD FSR. But before you run the game with AMD FSR, make sure that you have already set it to run at 1280 into 720 resolution and at full screen. Otherwise, the FSR won't work. Okay, so this is the command that you will need, but you'll have to add an argument for FSR. To do that, I'm gonna go to the portion right after wine esync is equal to 1 and add wine underscore full screen underscore FSR is equal to 1 and then space. All of this should be in capitals, and then press enter. I'm going to run through the same section of the game, but before that I'm going to make sure that we are running at the proper resolution by going to system and then graphic settings. As you can see, it's 1280 to 720 and in full screen. Now we're ready to run the game with FSR, and I'm going to press new game. Yes, we have started the game now. And it's the same thing again. It's around 20-21 FPS, but I now see that the glitches have slightly reduced, and the game is kind of more playable with FSR on. I don't know if I'm the only one feeling it. You guys will have to try it, but I see that the slight glitches while turning around and stuff have been reduced slightly, not a lot, but slightly. Okay, and to watch the longer gameplay, go to the starting of the video. You can use the timestamps to go to the relevant portion. Okay, and that, my dear friends, was Elden Ring on PS4 Linux. If you liked the video, make sure that you click on that like button. Also subscribe to the channel for more of such videos. I'm gonna do more gameplays and instructions for games soon. and I'm also coming up with new distros and stuff for PS4 Linux that you're gonna like. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell button on your way out. And by the way, I wanted to make a request right here. I've been spending a lot of time on these videos and stuff for you guys. So if it is possible, if you have some spare money, I would appreciate it if you could make small donations to the cause. It's okay if you can't, I'm not forcing anybody to do that, but if you can, I would really love it. And thank you for all the support that you guys have been showing me on social media and stuff. I really love it. I will come up with more videos, guys. So stay tuned till I see you in the next video. Bye.